joining in today, and we're going to review the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave from Marvel Legends. We're talking about this bad boy right here. Let's get down to it, and let's see if you dig it like I do. This is Warpath. He is the standout from the wave. And just look at the way the colors pop. The tassels, the sculpting work. He is my favorite from this wave, and we will get to him in a second. This is probably going to be everyone's favorite from the wave. It's my favorite. I love the tassel work, the little feather accent. His face is very stoic. He's a big, solid figure. He actually feels heavier than Strong Guy. But just look at that tassel work on the boot. The paint is beautiful. I think they really knocked it out of the park with Warpath. I do feel that this is more of a Thunderbird aspect of the character. I do not think that it's representing Warpath. But it's nice to see that they did give us a Warpath that's functioning. He's a sturdy guy. You can tell he stands on his own, no issue. He comes with 2 closed fists, as you can see, and then 2 open fists. Well, semi-open. Kind of has pistol fingers, trigger fingers. Not sure why. He's playing the circle game with you guys. Got ya! Just joking. But this is a beast figure. This is Warpath. And I'll show you in a second compared to the Toys R Us exclusive. Alright, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick look between the 2 Warpath figures. The difference years make. I believe looking at it that the original Hasbro Warpath is a little taller than the new one. You can tell it's a completely different costume. I really believe that the original Warpath is not going to lose any value out of this because he's a completely different design, different build. The ball joints are definitely a discouragement on the original. So the new one is an improvement, and it's nice to have a different costume. So when we start getting those more original costumed X-Men, Warpath is really going to shine. So just take this in for a second. Study it. See which one's for you. Maybe you want the new, maybe you want the old. I don't think that the old's going to drop in value like people like to speculate as soon as a new figure comes out of it. But we'll see. Time will tell. And here's Sunspot. Just taking the beautiful paint job on him. And I will get to the sculpting on him in a minute. But just take in this 360 spin. Sunspot, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, Sunroom. So here we have Sunspot. He's got the regular articulation. He does not have butterfly joints. He comes with 2 effect accessories. And you can see that it's basically the stuff that we've gotten before, except for these are black to suit the character. The figure itself comes with 2 closed fists, which doesn't give us many posing options, unfortunately, but it fits along with the effects. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 points of articulation. He does have a pretty good ab crunch. Has a decent stretch on it. And you can tell he can go back. It's a nice stretch. He's not that soft plastic that some of the figures are coming out with now. That makes it a little hard. The paint deco on this could have been a little sharper. You can tell inside that the paint starts to kind of turn red. And you can see that issue with it. But otherwise, he's a pretty solid figure. I would say when you're out hunting for these, check the legs because the way they stripe them. You can see that this one, the machine went a little off on it. But this is Sunspot I love the bandana and the work here. And if you check out the face, I can't peg what the face is from, but I would almost say that that would make a good custom, like Nightwing or Red Robin face. The hair is kind of cool, the way that they got it. But I think what stands out on him, honestly, are these little power modules in the back. This is Maverick, and honestly, I am amazed. I was on the fence with him, but just take it a 360 look at this guy and just see the beauty that Hasbro put into this man. This is an action figure, guys. This is what I hope the future of Hasbro is going to be. Now we're going to take a look at Maverick. I think this might be a very standout figure of the wave, to be honest. It looks like we have some new molding on this guy. And the detail is just immensely amazing. You can tell the paint job was done well. I love the accents of the black marking, and this just gets me right there because that's just amazing, the cable work that went into the jetpack piece going to the head. And then the painting that they did on the face is just great. He's got those red eyes. He's got that little scowl going on. He's got a little collar piece. His satchel. He does have a functioning holster, which is rare with Marvel Legends lately. I don't know why. He comes with 2 gun-holding fists. He does have trigger fingers, so you're not going to have to go ahead and cut those yourself like you had to do with the Walgreens exclusive Punisher. All around, I think he's a great figure. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, the waist will not swivel. 20 points of articulation. The waist does not swivel. Okay, so don't try to make it do it. I think it might be because of the belt. The ab crunch is lacking on him, so I think you're going to get a lot of vanilla poses out of him as far as that. The neck collar is a separate piece. Let's see if I can get the head off. Okay, it'll come off, but that is a separate piece, and it kind of wiggles on him. Now, the interesting thing about Maverick is that he comes with a couple new guns that would be cool to see with some other figures. So you can see the detail on this one. This one's pretty nice, but I love this gun, and I think it would have went well with Forge. Maybe in the future, Hasbro. Or even Deadpool. It's got a double magazine. It's a pretty awesome gun. So again, this is Maverick. Take a gander at Deadpool's wife, Shiklah. She is one tough one to stand. But she is beautiful, and I think that cape is what our Storm's gonna look like. So just take a quick 360 spin over and appreciate the beauty of the paint and the sculpt on this one. This is my least favorite of the wave. This is Shiklah, Deadpool's wife, and I'm sure she'll make for some great articulated comic book art photography. She does come with the cape that I am pretty sure we're going to get for Storm with her costume. The heels on her are a pain in the rear. She does not want to stand on her own, and you'll see that when I do the group shot at the end. She does have some nice paint deco. Her hair, the little bat sculpt in the back is a nice touch. The black and gold and the little purple skin and the darker purple. Her face is beautiful, as you can see there. But it's just not my favorite. We have limited articulation. It's typical for the female legends, but she still has the single jointed elbows. They're not going to give us double jointed. She does have double jointed knees. So once again, this is Shiklah. course, it wouldn't be the Deadpool wave without Jeff, the Landshark. He's a nice sculpted piece, but he's seriously just an accessory, and I'll get to that in a little bit. Just take a quick peek. Now, Shiklah came with Jeff, the shark, Jeff the Landshark. It's a nice accessory to get. It's going to go great with some of your ACBA shots, some of your photography. The sculpt on it is pretty tight. I love the teeth aspect. But he has no articulation, so if you were hoping to be able to move him around, you're going to get him in that one pose, and that's basically going to be what's going to happen. So it's nice to have. We could have had a little more work from Hasbro on this one. Unfortunately, we didn't. But here is Jeff. Here's a quick little 360 look at Black Tom. Take a peek at him. He is very, very awesome. He kind of stands out. I know a lot of people are on the fence, and we'll get into his detail in a little bit, but just take a gander at the beauty that is Black Tom Cassidy. So this is System of a Down, Black Tom, and I will leave that alone because he's actually really cool in hand. He comes with the staff that has the skull on it, well, the half skull, right? It's really a tight staff. He's got open hands. He does not have butterfly joints, but he does have a nice ab crunch with some movement to it. His face is really what stands out to me. It's very menacing. He's a really nice figure in hand. I know a lot of you are probably on the fence about him, but you can see his boots. You can see the sculpt around him. I think Hasbro will reuse this to give us something amazing. And I'm going to get you guys a shot, of course, of him and Juggernaut in a minute. Black Tom. Alright guys, here he is in all his glory. This is the Strong Man Build-A-Figure that I have wanted for at least the past 6 years, since I have really been collecting. He is beautiful. The sculpt is great. And we're going to get more in depth on that in a little bit. But just take a peek and a gander. Just look at that beauty. This is the Strong Guy from Hasbro, releasing in October. And this is my custom Strong Guy that I will compare to the Hasbro official. This was made by LEFTHOOK Customs, aka Brandon Albert of Louisiana, Slidell, Louisiana. This thing is amazing. Just take in this beauty as well. This is a custom Strong Guy. Here is the main event. Now I have waited for a Strong Guy Build-A-Figure for years. Years. His face is on point. Just look at the sculpt on the face. The little tuft of hair, the big stoic smile. This is great. This is amazing. He's got his big button X on him. Big shoulder pads. Comes with 2 closed fists, and I think Hasbro that you really let us down with that. Because the closed fists really take away from what you could do with posing. And I'm really excited to get this guy out for some photography. I love the detail in him. But I wish that you guys would have took a little longer, Hasbro, and painted in the zipper. You can tell that you rushed it a little bit is what it feels like, even though it's been years that we've been begging you for this. So in the end, thank you, Hasbro, for giving us this. But I want to show you guys something, and I hope that this hits Hasbro and that you guys help me hound them. I have a custom that I received about 2 weeks before I got this wave in. And it was made by a guy called LEFTHOOK Customs. So let me keep him here. And you guys can continue to stare at Strong Guy. I'm going to show you guys the custom. Because I think the custom actually beats the Build-A-Figure. Hasbro, you've been outdone by a customizer named LEFTHOOK Customs. Also known as Brandon Albert, which is his real name. This man has no paint rub whatsoever on this big, beautiful sculpt of Strong Guy. His tuft of hair is severely sculpted. The ears are sculpted. Look at the goggle work. His zipper's painted and detailed very well. He's got his big button. Look at the belly. He's got hands that function. You know what he's got? He's got something to say to Hasbro. Let's see if I can get him to do it. It won't look completely right, but you guys will get the idea. Hasbro, you let us down, man. This is for you, Hasbro. You got to do better. This custom, when I got this, I was smiling like a kid in a candy store. And the only difference really is that he did not put the silver around here. And I really don't care. This is going to be the one that goes in my display. And I'm a completionist. I have to have every release from Hasbro. But look at these guys. Let's see. Can I stand them up together? Look at them. The one on the left is a custom by Brandon Albert of Left Hook Customs. He's out of Louisiana. I'm going to put his information in this. I want you guys to hit him up. On the right is Hasbro. And I got to tell you, looking at the two figures, I have waited for Strong Guy for years. I have wanted a Strong Guy. I've actually had another custom made that I was very disappointed in. This man put this custom up and teased me for months with it. I finally got him to give him up. And I am so happy that I got it. Because I got to tell you, I'm a completionist. Strong Guy from Hasbro will be in my wave. He will be in my shelf. He will be in my photos. But this right here is something I will treasure forever. That's a one of a kind, and I think that he did a better job than Hasbro. And I think that it's sculptors like this that need to have more of a highlight and a spotlight so that their work can get out there. Because Hasbro, you should be hiring Left Hook Customs. He's just as good. He takes just as much time. Strong Guy is great, don't get me wrong. But I wish we would have got more out of you, Hasbro. Now here's a quick little shot for you guys of this wave mixed in with some guys from previous X-Men waves. Just for some size comparisons for you guys and just to show you how sick it's going to look on your shelf. If you get the chance to get the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave, snag it. This is going to be hotcakes. It's going to be real hotcakes. Pardon my language. But look at the size comparisons. They're getting really good with their sculpt. Really good with their sizing. Hell, Warpath and Strong Guy are about the same. Alright, Sunroom Toys. That is the end of the review of the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave from Marvel Legends. This beautiful guy right here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down and let us know what we could do better. Check out our Facebook group. We're trying to build a toy community, and the link is down in the description below. As always, Sunroom, enjoy your day. Be good to each other, and be safe.